Hello, precious family. God bless you. Welcome to your devotional on divine relationships. The topic I want to share with you is a topic I was inspired to do based on a wonderful woman of God from our church that said, talk to us about building relationships. I won't say her name, but I know she knows who I'm talking about. I want to talk to you about this according to Proverbs 18:24. And I have it on the King James translation on my phone. It says, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. To build relationships, there has to be very simple things. Number one, you must know you are a solution. You are a walking solution to a problem. You must know you have a lot to offer. Your joy, I'm thinking of this particular person, your joy, your smile, you are a very caring person, and knowing what you can bring to a friendship is very, very important. You must know that the love of God is in you. You must remember that the anointing of God is ready to flow through you, that where you touch, God's presence goes, His blessing and His healing power goes, even if you don't say it. Just by putting your hand on someone's shoulder, God's healing begins to flow. You must know that you carry God's presence. And the next part is your interest. You must be very interested in people. Let's say you're in church. Be the first one to arrive, be the last one to leave. And spend time in investing in others. How do you start? You ask questions. Ask questions about what the other person is interested in. Dr. Murdoch would always tell us this that I love. He said, talk to people about what is in their mind. If you talk to a person about what is in their mind, they will always want to talk to you. Sometimes we enter a conversation talking about what is in our mind, and they might not be interested. They might be so worried or troubled by their own problems that they don't have time to disconnect from that and listen to our thoughts. So it's important to introduce a relationship by putting interest in what is in the other person's mind. Invest in people. You have to have a desire to invest in others. You also have to have a persuasion that you cannot do it without people. If there's the slightest thought in your mind that God can do wonderful things through you without others, then we have to start with kindergarten principles. God will not do anything without people. And if He won't, and He's God, would He expects us to do it alone? Never. That was one of the first things in Genesis. It's not good for a man to be alone. And it's not only talking about marriage, it's talking about relationships. Two are better than one. So number one, know what you have to offer. Make a list if it's necessary. Your joy. You know that someone that brings laughter, that alone, someone that makes you laugh, automatically builds your strength. You're stronger after you laugh. You're not weaker. After you laugh, after you experience that, you have hope. Someone that brings joy is a person that can help another so much, more than counseling many times. If all you do, you might be timid and you're not very outspoken, but you really want friends, then listen. That means that you could have a huge gift of being a listener. Do you know how many people would love to have someone listening to them? And that can be you. Also, you might think you're timid, but your presence could bring a lot of peace into an environment. Be agreeable with others. Don't introduce disapproval, disagreement into a relationship. Agree first, love first. Find the good in that relationship, and once you find it, admire it and show gratitude for it. Those are the two incredible things that only humble people can do. Admire and show gratitude for it. I love what you shared, and I'm so thankful you taught me. I love that idea. I'm so thankful you taught me. And go back and tell them, what you said the other day, I applied it, it worked, it was great. All of those things build. And if you want to build relationships, you cannot do it without investing time. It takes time to build. It takes time for people to know you. It takes time for you to know them. I don't care how much we are into fast food, there's no such thing as fast relationships. There's just some processes that we're going to have to respect. And building relationships is never going to become a drive-through situation. You're going to have to invest time. I hope this helps. Thank you so much for listening, family. And don't forget that we're continuing our Divine Relationships devotional. Listen to the whole thing. This is a very important topic for all of us. And if you would like to sow a seed, you can through PayPal or Zelle. The email is pastoranna@wisdomforwinningchurch.tv. And if you would like to sow through Cash App, it's wisdom 4 winning. Thank you for listening, and be ready for the next one.